Hello friends, welcome to the class. My name is Abhishek. Today we are going to study the topic of reasoning, and the name of the topic is sitting arrangement. In sitting arrangement we have already gone through first type, that was linear sitting arrangement, and we have gone through some questions, those was basic and advanced. This is the last class of the linear sitting arrangement, and we are gonna discuss some advanced question, right? Okay, so like the question is 27 to 31. The question is like, study the following information carefully and answer the question given below. 8 family members A, B, C, D, E, F, G and H are sitting in a row facing north. Okay, that means north will be the direction above, right? But not necessarily in the same order. 4 of them are males and rest 4 are females, right? There are 3 couples in the family. E is a male and sits second to the right of G. So we can write it as E is a male and sits second to the right of G. That means we can write like this, right? Thereafter G, who is the wife of C. That means we can write segregatedly like G, who is the wife of C. That means G is the wife, so G will be female and C will be a male, right? Thereafter D sits second to the left of B, who is a female. So we can make another arrangement, like the statement is D sits second to the left of B. That means D sits second to the left of B, and about B he is saying that who is a female, so we can write female here. D is the wife of H, so we can again write as D is the wife of H again, because D is a wife, so I am writing D under female. Thereafter D is the wife of H and sits adjacent to her husband. That means if we come to make another arrangement, so this will be D will be with H and D is a female, so D is a female, so H will be definitely be a male, right? F is the daughter of H and is not between G and E, so we can write it as F is the daughter of H. So wherever we have H, so daughter of H is F, and as a daughter F will be a female, right? F is the daughter of H and is not between G and E. That means F is not between G and E. That means F will not be here, right? Okay, B is on the immediate left of G. So if B is here, if G is here, so B will on the immediate left of G, right? So once we had this arrangement like D, 1 gap and B, so we can place it at D, 1 gap and B, right? So here B was female, so we can write it as B as female, right? Okay, so further the statement is B is on the immediate left of G and second to the left of her father-in-law. That means B is second to the left of her father-in-law. Who is the father-in-law? That will be definitely be a male. And if we come to draw the blood arrangement, blood relation arrangement, like the father-in-law of B, so this will be like second to the left of her father-in-law. That means B and the spouse of B, whoever it will be, and he will be the father-in-law. So if he is a father-in-law, so that means this will definitely be a male, right? Whoever B will be there, we can place the name. Thereafter A is the brother of H, so we can write it as A is the brother of H, and as a brother A will be a male. This is correct. Who is on the immediate right of A? That means A is the brother of H, who is on the immediate right of A. That means H is on the immediate right of A, so we can place it at H is on the immediate right of A, so this will be AH, because he is saying that A is the brother of H and who is immediate right of A. Okay, this is correct. And A is a brother, so A will be definitely be a male, right? We have already given this condition that D and H should be adjacent. So if H is here, so D must be here, right? H male given, D female given. So we have got this arrangement. We can cancel out this, right? Okay. Thereafter we are given with D one gap and B, so we can use this. Okay, so like one we have the final arrangement like D one gap, B, G one gap and E, right? Here this is male, this is male, B is a female, the thing we have got. Thereafter the left of D will be AH, so we can write it as AH, right? AH will be male and male respectively, right? D will definitely be a female, so this is here. We have an arrangement, we have an statement like A is the brother of H. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, we have placed 8 people. Okay, let us go through once again. Like there are 3 couple in the family. Okay, we have made 2 couple, 1 couple is already remaining, 1 couple is this, but who is this? This time we don't know, right? Okay, let us think. E is a male and sits second to the right of G, we have done. And G, who is the wife of C, so we have already done this. Thereafter D sits second to the left of B, so D sits second to the left of B, we have already done. Who is a female, so we have written. D is the wife of H, we have written, and sits adjacent to her husband. DH adjacent. Okay, thereafter F is the daughter of H, we have written. F is the daughter of H and is not between G and E. F is not between G and E, that means F will definitely be here, and F is a female, so this will definitely be a female, right? In the question it was given earlier that we have 4 male and 4 female, so we have done with 4 males, so G must be a female, and the member that is remaining, that will come here, so C will be here, right? Okay, so if we come to find the spouse of B, so this can be like if we check, B is on the immediate left of G and second to the left of her father-in-law, second to the left of her father-in-law. Okay, so B is second to the left of his father-in-law, that means C will be the father-in-law. Okay, if we check like who is the male, who is the spouse of B, this cannot be C, this cannot be C, this cannot be H, this cannot be C, H, this can be A, this can be A, or this can be E. Okay, so we have 2 situations. Okay, once we are done with the arrangement, so we can give the answers of the question. Like the question number 20, we have how many male members are there between C and H. If we check C and H, there are how many female members? 1 2 3 4, we have 4 female members, so answer will be 4. Question number 21, like who among the following sits second to the left of G. If we check second to the left of G, so this will be F. And if we check in blood relation, who is F? So if we check in available option, F is a female, so son cannot be there. Granddaughter, but whose granddaughter, this is not mentioned. Daughter, this can be there. Okay, so if we this can be a situation, this can be a situation. Okay, but this is definitely not given, so that daughter cannot be there and daughter-in-law cannot be there, so answer of this question will be C, daughter, right? Okay, if we check question number 21, who among the following sits at the extreme end of the row. So extreme end of the row, E and A. And if we check option A and his wife, this cannot be there. E and his uncle, E is there and we are looking for the uncle. C and his wife, this cannot be there. H and his wife, so this cannot be there. So from the available options, only option number B is correct, right? Okay, question number 23, like what is the position of H with respect to C? If we check with respect to C, so 1 2 3 4 5, this will be fifth to the left, so answer will be fifth to the left, that is given in option number C. Like question number 24, how is E related to C? So if we check E related to C, this can be son, this can be son, so answer will be son, because grandson cannot be there, son-in-law can be there, cannot be there, and granddaughter cannot be there, so answer of this question will be son. So friends, this was all about the question number 27 to 31. So I guess all of you are clear with this question. What we did, we made the sitting arrangement part separately and the blood relation part separately in this question, right? So let us come to the another question. So the next question that we have is question number 32 to 36. And the question is like, read the following information carefully and answer the question given below. K, P, T, C, N, D, L and J are sitting in a row facing north. Again, so north will be the direction above, but not necessarily in the same order. Only N is between C and D, so we can write it as N is between C and D. This is the possibility, and this is the possibility, like N is between C and D. We have two cases, right? Thereafter, where is L is between D and J, so we can write it as L is between D and J. This is a possibility, and L is between D and J. This is the possibility, right? So T and K are P's neighbors, so we can write it as T and K are P's neighbors. So either we can have this or either we can have this. So we have two possibilities. Neither T nor C is at extreme end of the row, right? So if we come to add this and make the full arrangement, so like statement is neither T nor C at the extreme end of the row. So this can be like, if we add C and D, he is saying that C cannot be at extreme end, C cannot be an extreme end. So C, D, C and D, L, J, there can be one, and if we go to this D and C, so this can be like T cannot be extreme end. So J, L, D, right? We have two this, okay? And if we come to concatenate this, so like C and T is at extreme end of the, is not at extreme end of the line. So if like if we add this one in the first arrangement, so T and C is, neither T nor C is at extreme end. So this can be like T, K, P, T, C, N, D, L, J. My first arrangement can be this, and if we check for this, this can be like J, L, D, N, C and T, P, K. So in both the arrangements, arrangements can be made, okay? Like thereafter G is to the right of T, but not necessarily on the immediate right. So if we check, J is to the right of T, this is correct, but J is to the right of T, this is not correct here. So definitely my first arrangement will be correct, right? If we check available questions, like question number 25, who among the following are neighbors? If we check TK, TK are not neighbors, TC are neighbors. So answer will be TC, right? Okay, question number 26. Like the question is, which among the following is true? Like my first question is, N is on the immediate right of D. So N is on the immediate right of D. This is wrong because N is on the immediate left of D. Question number second, K is not at either of the extreme ends. So K is not at, K is there. This is not correct. P is between K and T. P is between K and T. This is correct. So my answer will be C. Right. Coming to the next question, question number 27. Like which of the following defines the position of D? So if we check available options, like D is second to the left of J. D is second to the left of J. So answer is correct. Right. If we check question number 28, like which of the following pair is the neighbor of N? If we check neighbor of N, this is CD. And if we check in the available options, CD is not given in any options. So my answer will be none of these. Right. Okay, question number 29. Which of the following pair is at extreme end of the row? So extreme end of the row, definitely answer will be KJ. Right. So I guess all of you are clear with this question. So should I move to the next one? Okay. So friends, my next question is 30 to 33. Like the question is, study the following information carefully and answer the question given below. 12 girl students L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W are sitting in a row facing east. So if we check east direction, this is this, right? Q is third to the right of M. So I am not making this arrangement in east direction. I am just making the direction, making the arrangement is not direction. My answer will be similar, right? Okay, so Q is third to the right of M. So we can write it as Q sits third to the right of M. That means if we make M, so Q sits third to the right of M. Okay, and T is sitting near L. So that means T should be here. This can be here or this can be here. T is near L. 6 girl students are sitting between W and O. If we check 6 girl students, so my first arrangement can be W 1 2 3 4 5 6, thereafter O and either O and 1 2 3 4 5 6 and either W, because he is saying that 6 girl students are there between W and O. Thereafter R is 4 to the right of O. If we check R is 4 to the right of O, so O 1 2 3 and 4th, that means this if we go to the first arrangement, and if we go to the second arrangement 1 2 3 4, R should be here. Okay, thereafter R is 4 to the right of O and S is 5th to the left of P. S is 5th to the left of P, so P we have not made anywhere, so this can be like S is 5th to the left of P. So wherever S is, so first, second, third, fourth, so S is 5th to the left of P. Who is 8 to the right of W? So P is 8 to the right of W, right? So if we try to make P in this statement, so 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 people we have already been seated, and if we make like 8 to the right of W, so this is not the possible arrangement, right? So that means we can place it at like R is 4 to the right of O. Okay, S is 5th to the left of P, who is 8 to the right of W. That means W 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, that means here we should have P, and S is 5th to the left of P, that means 1 2 3 4, that means S must be here, right? So we can eliminate these two arrangements from the final arrangement, right? Okay, so this is the case. Thereafter L is sitting on the sixth place from the right end. From the right end, if we check, so like L is sitting on the sixth place. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. Okay, and L is sitting sixth place from the right end. So 1 2 3 4 5 6. So here we should have L. Okay, U is not near to R and S. U is not near to R and S. That means U cannot be here, and U cannot be here, and U cannot be here. U is not sitting near R and S. Thereafter V is sitting on the fourth place left to the L. V. So first, second, third, fourth, V should be here. Right? Okay. Thereafter what all is left? What all is left? We have TL must be here, right? And M, the gap of 2, thereafter Q. So that means we should have M, the gap of 2, thereafter Q. This cannot be here. M, the gap of 2, and Q. This cannot be here. If you place TL, so TL should be here. And like my first statement, Q is third to the right of M. So Q is third to the right of M. Q is third to the right of M. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Let us go through the question once again. Like the question is, Q sits third to the right of M. So Q sits third to the right of M. Thereafter T is sitting near L. 6 girl students are sitting between W and O. So W and O 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. R is 4 to the right of O. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is also correct. And S is 5 to the left of P, who is 8 to the right of W. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And R is 4 to the right of O. S is 5 to the left of P. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It means S should be here. Because he was saying that S is 5 to the left of P. Okay. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. S should be here. Thereafter L is sitting on the sixth place right of end. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is also correct. Thereafter U is not near to R and S. U is not near to R and S. U cannot be here and U cannot be here. Now thereafter V is sitting fourth place to the left of L. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Thereafter this is remaining like M and the gap of 2, thereafter Q. So M, the gap of 2, thereafter Q, right? And U cannot be here, so U must be here. Out of all the given people, P is remaining. P has been done. P, M, N is remaining, so N must be here. So friends, this was my final arrangement, right? So if we come to the question number 30, like who is the two girl students sitting at the two ends? If we check at the two ends, so W and R, so my answer will be W and R. If we check question number 31, find out the name of two girl students sitting near Q. If we check near Q, so answer will be S and T. So answer will be S and T. Question number 32, who is sitting at fifth to the left of U? Fifth to the left of U. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So answer will be Q. Right. Question number 33, like who is second to the right of L? Second to the right of L, that means this should be P. So friends, this was all about my question 30 to 33, right? And this was my last session in the topic linear sitting arrangement. In the next topic, I am going to cover parallel sitting arrangement, right? And in the next class I will take only one class of the parallel sitting arrangement. right? Thereafter we will start with the circular setting arrangement, right? Thank you so much.